So how'd you drive your car into a ditch?
What the fuck did you say?
Said, so how'd you drive your car into a ditch?
Um, well, the lane was slick. Tires gave out. Well, the lane gave out like a little bit because like been like forming into this deep rut, and right in the rut there's like that slate, and it's all packed together, and it's like all slimy even when you walk up it. So like when you have a car that's like front wheel drive, like freaking as soon as the front tires both come out from under you, you have nothing. That's what pisses me off. It used to happen all the time in my Eclipse, you know? Like I would come up and see, but what made me mad about this time was I wasn't even going fast or nothing. I was just minding my business. I wasn't even thinking about nothing except getting up there, you know? I was just had my eyes forward, and the wheel just jerked out of my hand because the one wheel went down in that rut with the slate, and it must have like slipped off because then as soon as the other wheel went towards it and dipped in it too, the car was off the road before I could even like do anything. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? I was pissed. Yeah. See, if that was my car, that wouldn't have happened because it's rear-wheel drive. I mean, it still could have happened, but not the way that did. Like I said, I was just driving it, and both wheels came out from under me, and it flew into the ditch right beside me. You know, I don't think it damaged anything. It
Yeah, I
was a
didn't think
sudden
it should have gone
crash. Like I
too
was
bad.
just driving up the lane, and all of a sudden the wheel flew out of my hands, and I heard a bang, and I'm like, dude, did I just seriously crash? You know what I mean? Yeah.
Yeah, like if
But
they give
now I
out
got other
20.
concerns. My fucking dresser that Trump bought me fell apart. Like Trump bought that for me, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Remember that the $600 stimulus check?
Yeah. I think we got two of them.
Well, yeah, I know, but actually I think we got like 3 or 4, but like
Yeah, they were.
it might have been 2 though, but we got one from Trump that was $600 cuz I remember the check. And as soon as I got it, I spent $100 of that on this dresser because I kept my clothes in a bin on the floor after my last dresser fell apart. So, yeah, I thought this would last a lot longer, but this is what you expect when you buy $100 dresser from Walmart. It's crazy because I didn't even think about working at Walmart again back then. Now I work at Walmart again.
Yeah.
You know,
Fucking. Yes, how is that treating you?
pretty good. Bunch of girls my age work there. A bunch of dudes that are pretty cool, and then even like a bunch of old people. Like there's hundreds of people to talk to, and it's really not that hard of a job because there's so many people doing stuff. You know what I mean? It's not
Yeah.
like Napa where you're the main person, you do all the work, and you have to slave away, and you're expected to do this and that. And I just like it because it's like, there's really no drama there unless you make drama. You know, I mean, obviously there's the customers, but I mean with like the people.
I'm sure you've gotten into it with some customers before, eh?
Yeah, I mean, there you can get into it with people there, but really, if you mind your own business and you're more or less just don't engage in arguments with, like you gotta understand, people who work at Walmart are weird, right? You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
some of them have anger issues, some of this and that. You know what I mean? Like some people are normal there, but some people there are just fucking weirdos. I mean, why else do you think they work at Walmart? So like, I don't really. Yeah, that's the nice thing about there, though. Most of those kinds of people really don't push you unless you push them, you know what I mean? It's not like
Yeah.
Best Way in Napa where I constantly got someone breathing down my neck in a tight enclosed space with the same 6 people all the time, ready to kill each other. Like, there's a bunch of people at Walmart, everything's cool. And like I said, even when someone is mad, I just avoid them because there's so many other people, like, let someone else do their day, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's the thing. That's why I used to hate like lots of people, but I kind of like it nowadays because it really helps take the spotlight off you. It kind of helps, kind of easier that way because there's so many people that you know
many people do you work with out there from school?
Well, there's like 30 or 40 in my department, and only like 10 or 15 maybe of those are full time. But then like there's a whole bunch of people in the store, Walmart store. It's pretty good, dude. Like I said, you don't have to do a lot of work. I mean, $14 really isn't a lot of money now, but it's more than some places,
Yeah.
Like I said, I did all that work at Napa and only made $10 an hour, and he didn't give me a break. Like, bro, like I said, I like Walmart. You get breaks, work with a lot of cool people my age, cool friends, girls,
Yeah, there's a couple of good-looking blondes in there, but I can't tell if they're of age.
Not really anybody I'm trying to get with. Hey, girls, it's like, when I worked at Napa, that's what you got working with a bunch of old dudes or like a bunch of guys at Bethlehem, It's like nice to actually have friends again that are my age that aren't, what I mean? Friends in general my age, but also have friends that are girls too. Like, I'm not like friends anywhere that I talk about God or, but like, definitely a change from where I was a while ago. I'm just now starting to like do something,
I need a girl in my life.
Yeah, really kind of forget I existed for a while, but now I'm back on my old shit almost, so about ready to do some shit here.
Do me a favor, talk for a minute here. I need to adjust your volume. Let's see how loud I can get you.
Yeah, but I was gonna say the best way, like, I mean, the only person I literally hung out with was my cousin Jake that I worked with at Best Way. I came a long way from then. I met like a lot of people at Walmart and stuff. People were into cars and stuff. Like I said, it's going pretty good there. I heard how things are going for you, because I was talking to Kevin. I was like, that Nick's still not got a job yet. And he said no. And you know what I said? I said, man, what a fucking bum. I'm gonna kick his ass. No, I'm just kidding. So why didn't you get a job? Oh jeez, here we go. Where is it now?
Out of Catamel, out in Bedford.
Oh man, is this one gonna work out or not?
I don't know. I just need a job at this point until I can find another one.
What's Matt doing?
Oh, he's filing for unemployment like I'm gonna be doing.
So how's he paying for stuff? Brian, what's her name, Tracy, his turn?
I mean, he was just bitching about not having money every other week, but he's not even trying to look for jobs.
Yeah, because his parents.
I'm kind of burned. I have to.
What's Tara doing? She like settled down with some guy who provides all her needs, basically.
She settled down with some fucking dude. She's not like.
That's what I mean. Slut. She probably doesn't do shit.
At least twice.
That's how them sluts get, bro. They get through their late 20s and their looks start to die down a little bit. They keep they're going to their 30s, so they settle down with one guy who's got a little bit of money, and they don't really have to do nothing.
Oh, you should have heard the story about Jesse the other
week. They'd be
week,
fat. Wait, what?
This is gonna make you piss yourself when you hear this.
Oh, what happened now?
Well, I guess Elias wouldn't let Jesse drive home from Olivia Hunter's. I guess she lives across from hometown. He was all wasted one night.
Wait, I can't really hear you that well. Hold on. Try it again.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Well, I guess Jesse was over at Olivia Hunter's, and Elias was too. And,
I see where this is going.
And Elias wouldn't let him drive home. So he took his keys and his shoes, and Elias stuck his fucking shoes in the freezer. And fucking Jesse was so drunk, and he claimed that he could drive home, that he walked down to his car without his shoes or his keys, and then walked back because he forgot his fucking keys and his shoes.
Yeah, because, well, I thought it was going to get into a Elias and Jesse confrontation. As soon as you said Olivia Hunter.
Well, dude, he was so fucking mad, and his shoes were like frozen solid, and he threw a fucking tantrum.
Well, I think the whole driving drunk thing, I mean, he's a little more responsible. I mean, he is retarded with that a little bit. He got a little carried away, I'll admit.
He's just
But
a dick.
I think he was showing off for freaking what's her name?
Well, I heard they've been talking.
Yeah, there you go. See, I knew that would come about. See, I kind of like, not gonna lie, like Elias is hanging out with her, but freaking Elias is like the big strong dude. He ain't gonna let someone like me get with her anyway, because he knows like what I would turn somebody into, and that's like the same reason I don't, because her sister's a cop. You know how I am. You know what I'm into. I really wouldn't vibe well. See, I mean, man, what I would do to get some pussy, but what I wouldn't do at the
I
same
begged for her
time,
to
you know
try
what I
to pull
mean?
me over.
It's like sometimes you just got to think about what happens after you're done fucking.